Hello and welcome to my creative space, my playroom. I call it Nin's Place because this is where I explore, I craft, I do content creation, I do drawings, I do art, I do it all. And today I will be doing some tours of apartments in New York because guess what? I was moving to New York and so I had to find the perfect place. By the end of this video, I just want you to guess which place you think that we ended up choosing, me and my boyfriend, and tell me which place is your favorite. I'm so excited to go on this apartment tour with you. All right, so this is my list that I came up with. I said that I wanted great lighting, bi-directional, check. Views of green spaces or beautiful views, check. Along 2 subway lines, check. Full hardwood, check. Closet space, check. 2+ beds, 2 bathrooms. I was not budging on 2 bathrooms. We are not sharing a bathroom. I'm not sharing a bathroom with a man. Thank you very much. Check. Near a park, check. Near a Trader Joe's, I don't think so. 2nd floor up or lower, not really a check, but that's fine. Window and kitchen, high ceilings, check. Bathtub, balcony, no. Rent stabilized, probably not. Open floor plan, check. In-unit laundry, check. Dishwasher, check. Cat friendly, check. Intercom system for deliveries, check. Elevator or no more than 2 floors up, Clean, check. Interesting architecture, character, homey, check. Lofted, no. Large bedrooms, pretty good. Skylight, French doors, window nook, hexagonal counters. No, it doesn't have that stuff, but I love this place. Low noise, check. Yup. So you definitely want to make like your ideal checklist for your apartment. Let's take you along for the ride. Flatbush was the first neighborhood that we went to, and the first place was so big and spacious. But come on, what is that clown as font? The rooms were big, the closets in the bathroom were big, and there was a tub. The second apartment in this same apartment complex, oh my gosh, it had bi-directional lighting because it was a corner apartment. And look, let's go to this big balcony. I was so impressed. So we started off on a very high note. We headed to gentrified Bedstuy. Not gonna lie, we felt out of place in the neighborhood and with the broker. This place had so many doors. In fact, so many doors that it was hard to get around in this place. But it was beautiful. It had a bathtub. Oh my gosh, so much storage space. And the view was beautiful. We took a break at a cafe called the Trad Room. And oh my gosh, it was delicious. The mocktails were so good. And I had the French toast and my boyfriend had the ramen. And oh man, we really enjoyed that. 9 out of 10 would eat again. If you take the A train, that's the fastest way to Harlem. I don't know the song, but we headed to Harlem and it was a really long commute from Bedstuy. But we wanted to check out all of the places we possibly could. And here's the next apartment building. This place was brand new. It had a beautiful tub, beautiful white countertops, which I was excited for because I love the pastel color scheme. The bathrooms and rooms were so spacious for New York. However, they didn't have the in-unit laundry ready, and we were not moving in on a promise. It needs to be ready before we move in. I immediately loved Harlem because look at this lady making us feel welcome. Yes! It was just such a nice time, and we had to take another break. Y'all, we are boycotting Starbucks now. I had it then, but I will not be having it anymore, okay? Free Palestine and free Congo and free Sudan. Period. Just look at these Harlem brownstones. Ah! Had to get some new shoes because we were walking non-stop. And oh my gosh, aren't these Reeboks just the cutest? Finally, our first day was over and we were ready to settle down and get some New York pizza. The next day, we headed to Prospect Park to see our next place, and this place was so crazy. It felt like we had a lot of competition, as you can see, and not only that, we couldn't even find the place on the map, and we couldn't get in contact with the people who were viewing the house for us. The people were an hour late. This place was so beautiful. Like, being able to have the direct view at the park is just amazing. But what the heck is this? It was like some haunted courtyard. But the rooftop view of Prospect Park, I couldn't wait to just walk through the park. To be transparent, we didn't get this place, and I think it was because we were discriminated against, because we met all of the criteria. But let's move on to the next place. Holy moly, this place was absolutely trashed. And that's not the bad part. It was hilarious. That guy should have been embarrassed to show us this place. And yet, he still showed it to us. The audacity. We walked up 4 floors and we were exhausted by the time we got to the top. And I was just thinking about how my mother's back would hurt if I moved into this place, even though the place was beautiful. Can you believe it's like we're still walking? Dang! The backyard view was beautiful. It already had a washer and dryer. It had all of the looks that I wanted, but it was a little messy, and the 4th floor walk-up was just insane. However, our broker was so nice, and this view, it was just so beautiful. I finally had the thought that New York has its own type of beauty. This is the last place. It was only a 2-floor walk-up. It was cat-friendly. It had white marble tops, so it matched my pastel aesthetic. And it had high ceilings! Oh my gosh! And the neighbors were sweet Trinidadian people. They told us that we belong in that neighborhood. I'm just gonna talk about some of the things that we knew that we needed from our research, or we didn't know that we needed and we found out afterwards. And I hope that this will be helpful for when you're searching for your apartment in New York. So first off, we had to pay our first month rent and a deposit, and the deposit was the same cost as the first month rent. So you're definitely looking to have maybe 8 to 10,000 or 5 to 10,000, depending on whatever the cost of your apartment is. You want to have maybe double that or triple that, just to ensure that you have enough to pay to get into that apartment that you choose. Another thing is you want to check the rat charts. I'm going to link them, but they say when's the last time a rat sighting was in that particular household. And you definitely want to know if a rat was sighted around there. We really were looking for an inclusive neighborhood, because we knew that if we ended up in a neighborhood full of people, they might call the cops on us, they might ask us what we're doing. And one of the best things, or one of the things that I noticed that really showed you that neighborhood was going to be good if you're a black or brown person, is if you hear music. If you hear that music playing loud, you're good. If you see black and brown people walking around the neighborhood, you're good. So we used SPREADSHEET to find all of the places that we wanted. We looked for 2 and 3 bedroom apartments. So SPREADSHEET was everything. And we put a spreadsheet together, and I have linked the spreadsheet document below so you have an idea of what to put in your spreadsheet, but the spreadsheet is to keep up with all of the houses that you find. So you would want maybe a spreadsheet that has the apartment address, the number up to the contact people, the date that you are planning to visit, and you know, any notes that you might have. We decided that we were going to view no more than 3 places a day because we didn't want to exhaust ourselves. We were doing a lot of walking. I have chronic pain when it comes to my legs, and so I didn't want to overwhelm myself. So you could decide that, but that's what we decided on. Then you might want to have, if you really want to, you know, jump at an apartment and apply as soon as possible. I've heard that, you know, competition is high, so just being prepared. Documents ready for your application, a landlord reference for some freaking reason, work verification, which is a letter that you have to get from your work verifying that you work there, ID and pay stubs. If all those things are good, you're good to go. And then some questions that you might want to ask is there air conditioning and heating, because it's New York. The summer is really hot, so you don't want to get a heat stroke, and the winter is really cold, so you want to be warm enough. And then what is the maintenance turnaround time? So if there's anything that's broken, will they come within a few days? I actually wrote down like everything that I wanted, and I think I pretty much got everything I wanted. So that's another thing that you can do. Okay, so we saw the first place was Bushwick, Bedstuy, Harlem. Then the next day we did Bushwick, Flatbush, Prospect Park, Bushwick. So I think we did 7 in total. So which one do you think that we actually chose? Which one do you like the most? I mean, I put my bias on every single one of these videos, so you might not like as much. But which one did you like the look of? Thank you so much for watching my apartment tour. I toured so many apartments in New York over the period of 3 days or so. And I just want to know, which one was your favorite? Which one do you think I ended up choosing? And which one do you think was my favorite? I can tell you, I'm gonna do an apartment tour, like a tour of my particular apartment, so you know exactly which one I chose. But for now, if you got it all the way to this point in the video, we're like 20 minutes in, so we must be friends. So I want you to do me a favor, hit subscribe, comment so we can have a conversation, like this video, and you can even share it to people. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.